When it comes, because so you're an accountant, CPA. How long have you been doing that?
Well, I got my degree in business, and when I was in school, I was really fascinated with accounting, right? And but I was at the fork in the road where I said I could be a accountant, I could be an entrepreneur. And I knew that accounting was going to limit me in things I wanted to do, so I made a right instead of made a left, right? So I never got my CPA because I'm more of an entrepreneur than that, but I have my background in accounting, right? I've been doing this for 20 years now. This is my 20th anniversary.
Oh,
Doing
congratulations.
taxes. Oh, thank you. Taxes and accounting work. Yeah.
How many clients do you have approximately?
About 805 now. With you, 806, I think. We have clients all over the country, right? I was doing virtual tax returns the way before the pandemic happened, right? So yeah, it's clients I never met face to face. I'm doing their taxes for 10, 20 years. Yeah.
What's the best way to when you're talking to clients and everything? What's the best way that you find is will get them to trust you for the knowledge that you've accumulated over 20 years?
Listen, because people will love to tell you about themselves and about their situation, things like that, and you would mentally apply the solution based on their needs, right? So yeah, and once they understand that, they very. I mean, I got clients, man, that give me their date of birth, social security number, their credit card numbers, a job I've had, yeah, because I tell people all the time that I built my business on trust, right? If I do one thing, man, it can ruin my whole business because everybody know me as the guy they can trust, right? Especially with their finances, with the kids' information, with their bank accounts, things like that. Yeah.
Is there a good balance between listening to people and then also those who crave? So I like to learn from other people. So I obviously do a lot of listening, and there's always the balance between you need to help people trust that you know what you can do, but at the same time, some people like the educational aspect of it that I get to learn from you. Is it easy to find out those type of people, or is it just something you have to kind of get a feeling for?
It's easy because it's almost like if I put my hand out to help you, you're gonna respond, right? So that I'm doing that is put my hand out to help you. Say, I can help you with your finance. I can help you with your tax. I can help you. And since they're seeking for help anyway, then they lower their guard, and then they learn more about me. I learn more about them, and that's how a relationship gets started.
Yeah, and how's it? Because on one hand, it's good to be able to have the confidence to say I know what I'm doing, but there's also a lot of people in the world who say that they know what they're doing, but they don't actually have the experience to back it up. So how are you able?
Well, I think that's proven by numbers, right? Because I wouldn't have accumulated so many clients, and my retention rate is like 90%. I mean, people who went elsewhere because they started doing their own taxes, things like that, they didn't leave me to go to another accountant, right? So because I treat people fair, they know I'm on their side. They know I'm on their team. So all I'm trying to do is just, and I do a lot for my clients too. I mean, I do more for my clients than I should do. Because when I get a new client, one thing I do is I do a compliance check and see if there's any past years that they didn't file their returns. Is there a balance due with both federal and state, right? So knowing that when we start off this year is a clean year. I mean, everything is clean and ready to go, right? Nothing worse than I'm telling them to get a refund back of $5,000 and the refunds get offset because of some tax debt with the state or something like that, and they mad at me. Dude, I didn't take your money, right? That's why I do it up front. Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah, how do you have the how do you make sure that the person that you're talking to, like you have bad clients, you have good clients. Yeah. How do you make sure that when someone is bad, that you can just let go of whatever that they're doing because they're just taking up too much of your time?
I had to learn to do that a long time. I've had that back when I said before, people in my life for a reason for a season. I had clients that I held on for too long because I wanted to help them, right? And they became too not irate, but
Self-centered.
yeah, right. And so that means that like one client in particular, she wanted to blame me for the artist taking her money, but I can only report what you tell me, right? I think she was a beautician, whatever so she received money in different ways, whatever and so there was money that she received that she would report. And I didn't know that, right? So the IRS found out about it, and they offered her refunds. So she was she wanted to. She verbally abused me. She wanted to come and put hands on me, man. It was crazy, crazy. But but her mom, her dear mom texted her mom says she's just like that, right? I said, what? You didn't tell me what I was dealing with, right?
You raised this child like this?
Her mom is great. Her mom is cool, right? But she said she's just she's like that.
Well, speaking of which, your kids are relatively successful in their own endeavors, right?
Yeah. My oldest child, well, all my kids have, well, except my youngest son, he's 19 now. He's still in school. All my kids have master's degrees, My oldest daughter has a master's degree in project management, and she's a stay-at-home mom, and she's raising her kids. Her husband's in the military. My youngest daughter, she's has a master's in library science. Her dream is to work for Library of Congress, right? And she spends her vacations visiting the libraries around the country, right? My oldest son, he has his master's in electronic engineering. He worked for the government for a while, and now he's in the private sector. He's done really well. He just had his first baby, right? Oh, yeah. Thank you. My youngest son, he's at Nova. He works at Top Golf, but yeah, I think he's gonna be one to take over my business.
I'll keep that in mind next time I go to Top Golf. Hey, I know your dad. You know how terrible of a guy that guy is? Give me so much trouble. Come on.
Right.
Speaking of which, I'm not going to tip you.
He's gonna say, I know. He's the same way with me.
So if we're going back to the client that you had trouble with and how the mother kind of just said that that's how her daughter is, how do you make sure that you don't have that same problem with your kids where it's like, you're just, oh, that's how she is. No, this is how I raised them, and that's why they're good quality.
Well, from day one, I instilled in them respect yourself. All right. Some things you won't do if you respect yourself because you have a higher standard, right? I don't see nothing wrong with going to certain grocery stores. Some grocery stores I just don't go to. I don't know why, but I think that if I walk to a grocery store and the floor is dirty, I don't want to shop there, right? Right.
If they don't have the same standards that you have.
Exactly. Yeah. So I raised my standard, right? So all my kids are very respectful. They respect themselves, and they'll never do anything like that because they have so much respect for themselves, right? So yeah.
All right. So yeah. So the higher the standard that you have, you don't lower your standards for other people.
Oh no. No.
And it doesn't matter if it's an individual or a business or a company.
No.
If whoever you're interacting with doesn't hold themselves to the way that you hold yourself, then it's just a burden on your mind because now you're exposed to that bad person.
When I first started, I was grasping for every client I can get. I thought I can do every client right. But now I realize that I don't need every client. I pick and choose my clients now. Someone call me, we'll get to talking. If I can help them, I put in my schedule. That's one thing. But if they give me a vibe that, no, I can do that. I can afford to do that, right? So yeah.
When you first